You know, I'd always seen pictures on the wall, and when I first started in the NMAA, and thought, man, that'd be really cool to be part of that. And never dreamed that my picture would someday be up there. So just really humbled, blessed, and I was totally excited about it.
What Dickie had was what I always called the it factor. I don't know how to define it, but if they had it, you knew they had it. And he could get kids to do a lot of things, and they thought they were being treated really well. And obviously, he had lots of success. And that, to me, is one of the reasons he's in the Hall of Fame. Second reason is because he's been involved in everything. He's done everything. You know, I did my student teaching in Melrose, went over to House for 3 years, and I can remember Jimmy Joe Robinson called me. And he wanted me to come over and be his assistant in basketball. And then he said, there's only one drawback, and that's you've got to be the football coach. I said, Coach, I don't want to coach football. And he said, just come on, you'll like it. So I did, I tried it, and did football the rest of my career.
He looks to make the organizations really good. He looks at making the student athletes better. He's always looking for the well-being of the student athletes. So what can he do to help promote and get the students of New Mexico to be better?
He's been multifaceted in what he's done, just here at Melrose, but in the state. So, you know, with the coaching, with whether it be football, track, he's had some stints in basketball. He's also served on a lot of boards, been really active with the NMAA and the Coaches Association. So he's wore a lot of different hats with the athletic director and the principal. So he's affected a lot of things in a lot of different areas because of how many things he's been involved in.
My biggest mentor has to be Jamie Widener. Him and I worked together, I think it was 24 years. He mentored me as a young coach, and then as I took over his job as an administrator, and so he's kind of the one that set the way for me. And but there are so many people through my whole career that I'm just so thankful for.
He's earned this much more than I ever did. He has lived his life as a coach at Melrose, as a principal at Melrose, living what the Hall of Fame is all about.
He's going to support you no matter what, and when things are tough or things are tough, he's always going to be the one that's got your back. And he's the same way with the kids that he's coached. He's always stood by them and tried to do what's best for them and motivate them to be their best. And he does the same thing in the administrative role. He's always stood by us, and I think that's what sets him apart. He's gonna stand behind you and with you no matter what.
When I think of his attributes as a leader, I think of a lot of F words. Not the one you're probably thinking I might say, but faith, family, friends, and then football in there as well. He's a very faith-based man. He takes care of his family. They are faith-based, and I think those characteristics have lent themselves to his success as an educator, as a coach, as a father.
I've got 5 kids, and anything we do in our family, it's a big celebration when something good happens, and so I'm just so thankful for my family.
He's proven himself to be a tremendous coach, tremendous leader, tremendous administrator. He's always done what's best for kids, always. He's always helped support kids and his coaches to be the best they can be, and I think he's just a good all-around guy. He's a family guy. His family is tremendous, and I just think he's a good person, and he's earned what he's got.
Anytime you're in that rarefied air that he's in, I think it means a lot. I don't think he ever did it. All the things he did, he didn't do that for recognition. It just came.
Getting inducted to the Hall of Fame is because I think that's the biggest honor. I was in the Coaches Hall of Honor, but I think, and that was a big deal. But this here, I think that's the highest honor there is in the NMAA, and so I would say this is probably the proudest moment for me.